Well, I just ran probably my last errand for my one and only client. She's got her house for sale. She has finally admitted to not being able to live independently anymore. Bless her heart. And she is a very independently minded woman. She's 80. And, you know, she has a lot of health issues and things going on with her that I was really surprised, honestly, that she was living by herself to begin with. Truth be told, I probably won't see her again, sadly. Her house is for sale, $325,000. Believe it or not, it'll go quick. It'll go quick in this area. Houses don't stay on the market long here. It's sad. Oh my gosh, it's sad. It just really... I would think... I think I saw somewhere the people here, the community, they put out this, you know, the emails. And I think they said like 30% of the population here consists of young people, teenagers, young adults, but the rest of it is older folks and elderly. And so houses, you know, people end up having to sell, and or they pass away, but they don't stay empty long. If you're thinking of moving to a quiet, peaceful area, I know a house for sale. Yeah, I pulled up and seen that for sale sign, and I'm like, what? So I just had to run a quick errand for her. You know, I pull up, she says, there's my girl. Sadly, I probably won't see her again. I mean, the house is going to sell quick. I can only assume she's moving in with one of her kids. Or, I don't know. I don't know. I have a hard time picturing her in any kind of assisted living thing. She's very independent. Very independent. Bless her heart. It actually makes me sad. And, you know, it makes you think about your own life, too. Your own mortality. At least it does me. See, there's another one. At least your own mortality. You know, I'm 54. I mean, granted, you know, there's a lot of years before I get to 80, God willing, but it goes by in the blink of an eye. You know what I find strange around here? I find it strange when a house is sitting catty-corner, on their land instead of straight on to the road or sideways. However, that catty corner thing drives me nuts. It makes me crazy. My OCD just wants to pick the house up, turn it. But yeah. So, and I didn't charge her for that run either. I couldn't. I'm like almost out of gas too, but I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. And take her money. I just ran to the store for her. I couldn't do it. Just everything inside of me was screaming, don't take it. Because she's like, how much do I owe you? And I'm like, no, I'm not taking it. Oh, life is so fleeting. You know, and I wish, you know, it doesn't seem fair, does it? It doesn't seem fair to me that the lessons in life that we need to learn, we don't really get it until we're in our late 40s, early 50s, at least for me. And I wish I could get a do-over, and man, so many things I would do different. I wouldn't want to go through childhood again, though. Not even if I was, you know, had another life with rich parents and whatever. I still wouldn't do childhood again. No, not enough money in the world. I like the parents I had, honestly. I know that sounds strange to say, given my issues with my mom. I just can't picture myself with other parents. Now, my aunt and my sister and I have both said this many times. My aunt, my mom's sister, growing up, she seemed like a second mom because we hung out with them like a lot, like all the time, you know. And I remember we'd be going over to her house or my Aunt Donna's house, and they would forever be trading furniture. Me and my sisters don't do that, but we would forever be going, and they'd be trading off furniture, and you'd be in their house, and everything looked familiar because it probably used to be in your house, you know. We don't do that. I don't think we've ever done that. Maybe that's why we don't do that. We hold on to what little bit we do have. Ooh, the sun. It's a beautiful day today. Very beautiful. I'm just kind of ranting. I'm kind of like thrown finding out that Miss Moget is, my brother-in-law just got home from work. So I'm kind of thrown finding out that my one and only client is leaving. It's moving away. Oh dear. And not for me, not thrown for me. It's sad because it's a chapter of her life that's ending. You know, her independence is no more. And I have a feeling that, like I said, she's got a lot of health problems. And really, she's been on my mind a lot lately, so. With the holidays and everything. So I'm glad she called me because I've been wanting to check on her. It's life. It's the circle. It's the circle of life. It is. It is. And even when we're gone, things are going to carry on. They're just gonna keep going. As strange as that. I always thought it was strange after Daddy died, which was, for me, it was the first real, I'd had like a friend of mine committed suicide when I was in the 10th grade, right? But then when Daddy and my grandfather had died, but when my daddy died, that was, I did not handle that well. And understandably so, And I always found it so strange after that. Like, in one part, it felt like everything froze. Like, time itself stood still. Or like, stuff was moving in very slow. I meant to back in. But it was like things were moving in very slow motion, right? But then at the same time, it was always very shocking to me how the world, the sun came up the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and life continued on. I always found that weird. You know, and the same with then my stepfather passing away. Life kept going. And my mom. And you just want to take those moments in time that are like that, and you want to say, stop. Stop. Because I need a moment. You know, you want to just say, quit. Don't nobody move. Don't nobody breathe. Because I need a moment. However long that moment is. But it doesn't stop. It keeps going. And I think that's part of what makes us crazy when somebody passes away, is because because things keep on going and you want them to quit. You want them to stop. Just to let you catch your breath and figure out your place in the universe again, especially when you lose a parent. Where's my place in the universe now? And now with all my parents gone, because I technically had 3. I don't count my dads. I don't count daddies. I never considered daddy's new wife a mom or stepmom. I never did. Never considered her at all, to be honest with you. But, so so now that they're gone, I'm like, I'm sorry where I am, where the sun is. I'm like, I struggle. Even now I struggle. Sometimes I'll catch myself going, because now the foundation is gone. The foundation is completely gone. I still have my aunt, and I have my dad's sisters, but they're not people that I see, like on a regular. But my parental, that's gone. My parental foundation, it's gone. And I find myself sometimes feeling like, you ever see, the older folks will understand this, the old show, Lost in Space, where they show the guy, he's tethered to the spaceship, but he's like floating out in space, and the music, ooh. That's how I feel sometimes. I'll catch myself, I'll stop, and I'll be like, sometimes that's how I feel. Like, okay, I got to go through the rest of my life, however short or long that is, without a foundation, without that. And that's scary. That's scary. And it's not like we depended on our parents for anything. We didn't, but just love, it was just good to know, even with the issues I had with my mom, it was good to know that she was here. I never dreamed or wished even that I would be living here in her house. That was never a thought in my head, If you'd have told me this time last year, that I would be, I'd have been like, crazy. Not gonna happen. But God did take that tragedy and he turned it into, I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but a blessing for me, because now I don't have to deal with landlords anymore. And I know that no matter what happens to me, I'm always going to have this roof over my head. And that is a big thing for me. Someone that struggled my entire life just to find my place in life, just to want to be somewhere that I don't have to move anymore. I finally have that. Whatever else happens, I'm going to have that. But it is weird. And I do catch myself sometimes just kind of staring off going, they're gone. Now what? And it's not been a year since my mom's passed. She passed in July, so July 11th. So August, September, October, November, December. It's been about 5 months now. A little over 5 months now. And that doesn't seem possible either. It seems so quick. So I had to cut that short. I guess grieving mourning period is over. My neighbors are starting to speak to me and apologizing for not coming over sooner. I'm like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. So, yay. I'm not a socialize with my neighbors kind of person. I'm more of a, I see you, you see me, we're good, you stay there, I'll stay over here. I'm friendly, but don't really, not about all that. But these are Mommy's neighbors, and, you know, they miss her too. So, and I recognize that, you know, talking to me is doing a favor to Mommy. You know, introducing themselves to me is like it's an extension of their feelings for Mommy. So, and I recognize that. I'm getting laundry done today. And how are you guys doing? Thank you for this rant, for not a rant, but just sometimes feelings come out, and it could be anything that sets them off. Today it was finding out that my one and only client is going to be moving away. And it's not her moving away that bothers me. Like I said, it's just seeing her come to terms with where she is in life. I'm proud of her for it. I am. I hope I have as much grace when I'm her age. I doubt it. We'll see. God bless.